guys. In the interest of keeping the motivation going and keeping the momentum going, I wanted to make another video so that I didn't just quit. Keep the flow going. And I got some stuff in the mail, and I was going to do a mail haul, but feeling how I did, I kind of just opened them up, and so I have them, but they're opened, and I thought I'd share them with you anyway. Like I said, this is more in the interest of, keeping motivated and keeping the flow going, and having another video. And I wanted to show you some stuff that came, and got something pretty interesting at the end. But so anyway, I did get in the mail the brand new Pulp Adventures magazine came. This is number 48. This is our Bold Venture magazine's Pulp Adventures. These are great. They're like new pulp and old pulp, new detective and old detectives. They usually have an E.C. Tubbs story in them, which are short story, which are fantastic. This one is Last Secret Weapon, John Russell Fearn. This is they reprint old detective and pulp stories, and then they also publish alongside it stories from new authors creating in that world. So there's all kinds of interesting stuff in here. Like this is the new one that just came out, and all kinds of cool stuff in here. It's similar to this clothes that came out. So did the new Men's Adventure Quarterly number 13. I don't have that yet. Hopefully I'll get that down the line. I'm still missing a few, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, and now 13. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get the new one of that soon. And but this also came out, and these are actually really cool. You can find these on Amazon too, if you're into, that kind of thing. If you're into the pulp and the detective novels, or the old pulp and detective stories, these are great for that. A little bit of sampling of both old and new. Very, very similar to Men's Adventure Quarterly. Not as sophisticated, not as highly production, big a production on them, but they're really, really, really worth the effort. They run for $9.95 on Amazon. You see Argosy, old Argosy magazine there. But these are really cool, and they're a lot of fun. So that came. And also the new Heavy Metal. I do subscribe to Heavy Metal. That was relaunched, in case you didn't know. This is issue 3 in the new series. So I kind of get caught up on reading some of these, but I can't. That's a really cool cover, don't you think? But who does that one? Is that Royal? I think it's Royal. And of course, is with Heavy Metal, you can't show you a whole lot of inside because it's a little bit naughty. But there is a story. Do you remember if you remember the Heavy Metal movie, The Girl Who Flew on the Bird? Yeah, she has a new story in here, Tarna. So that's continuing in this series. So that's cool. I gotta get caught up on those. I've gotten 3 of them, and I haven't read them yet, and I should. I really should. Behind another little of everything, but yeah, very cool. So new Heavy Metal came. Also, I had an author who is a subscriber who asked if he could send me some books, and I told him sure. I'd take a look at them, I'd show him. I wasn't sure when I'd be able to get to them, and I received them from him. This is in the Godina Codex. Yeah, right. Sorry about that. Godina Codex series. I got books 1 and 2 by Stefan. If I say it wrong, I'm sorry. Varsovic Kovitz, and he sent me the first 2 books in the series, and honestly, I looked at them and I read them, read the back, and I'm actually interested. These actually sound really interesting, so I'm probably going to jump these in to my TBR hopefully soon, not this month because I'm a little overwhelmed. But you should, if you want to check these out, these are really cool. This is book 1 right here. Henry Bronken is a cyber-modified soldier, a special teams commander, and the sole survivor of the Field of Death battle on planet Morad. Unable to shake off his old demons, he enlists in a new mission to collect more of them. Planet Godina is a prized new acquisition from the war with the Anskers until it starts killing everyone who lands on it. 3 complete expeditions to the planet disappear suddenly with no trace and no survivors. High Command is ready to write the rich planet off as permanently inaccessible until a lone survivor sends a cryptic SOS from the planet's surface using outdated Morse code. Now Henry Bronkin and a platoon of don't mind me, and a platoon of hardened criminals as his only troops must lead a force of prisoners, mystics, and old friends in a last-ditch effort to save a resourceful VIP survivor from a powerful and unknown enemy. In the process, he'll attempt to lay claim to the perfectly preserved remains of a 2,000-year-old advanced civilization that once thrived on the now deadly planet Gadina. Can planet Gadina be salvaged for the Interstellar Confederation? Will anyone return from this mission alive? Or will Henry, with his squad and his VIP, all end up being buried here together, along with everyone else who's gone before them? It actually sounds really interesting. Some mystery, high sci-fi soldiers. Just sounds really, really cool. Sounds really interesting. So yeah, I am interested in getting to it. I'm sorry if I say the name wrong. You can see it. Stepan Verisavac Kovitz. I believe it is. I'm going to edit that out because I just had to check on my timer and my face was all up close to the camera. But yeah. So yeah, it's and the second book is Kia's Fury. But it sounds really good. So thank you, Mr. Kovitz, and I'm actually interested in checking that out. I did receive Brian from Bad Taste Books sent me a football book by Larry Merchant, an old football book, and every day you take another bite. Old football book about a realistic one, not a fiction book, and looks pretty interesting. Has some pictures in it. It's up my alley. He knows I like football, so he sent it to me. So thank you for that, Brian. When I was looking through here, though, something caught my eye. See if you can find it. Besides the fact that there are pictures in it, but there's a Charlie Brown comic strip in there too about football, so that was pretty funny. But yeah, so got that, and I got some books that were sent in the mail. Mickey Spillane. This is The Delta Factor. This is actually the first book in the set. The second book is I picked up last month, Consumata. He died before he finished this, so Max Allen Collins finished it. This is the second book. This is the first book. So I had the second one. I wanted to pick up the first book because why not? I heard somebody talking about this, and I just came across it. The Science Fictional Dinosaur. It's a short story collection, and everybody was talking about how hard it was to find or how expensive it was. I found it for less than $4. So I grabbed it. Impulse buy because people were talking about it. But it's a short story collection about dinosaurs. So no, I'm not actually doing any of the Dino-November stuff. I just it came across my attention, so I picked it up. It does have Brian Aldiss and Isaac Asimov and Poe Anderson, Robert Silverberg stories in there. So I said everybody was talking about it, and I was like, I found it for less than $4, so I grabbed it. And also got C.D. This is in perfect condition. It's still wrapped up in plastic. An old C.D. Anderson Buried Screams horror book. This is supposed to be really good. And C.D. Anderson is also known as Asa Drake, if you're a fantasy fan. He wrote the Hell series. He wrote his horror books under his original name, C.D. Anderson. So I found that really, really cheap too, and thought I'd order it before it disappeared. Okay, it's still, like I said, it's still in perfect condition, so I was going to argue with that. I picked up a copy of Anno Dracula because I wanted to get through the first book, because the books in the series after that sounded fascinating to me, and I had to read the first one first. The second book involves the Red Baron, and book 6 in the series involves kaiju. And I was absolutely fascinated with the fact that Dracula can be involved with the Red Baron and kaiju. So I had to. I picked it up used for like $5, so I wasn't going to complain. But yeah, I haven't never read it. I've heard about it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not into vampires at all, really. But the books coming up made it worth the effort. And I picked up this, and I unwrapped it. It was actually still wrapped in plastic. It was used, but it was brand new. This is the Chinatown Death Cloud Peril. This it's not as old as it looks, but it's pulp book that revolves around the characters who wrote The Shadow and Doc Savage getting into a murder mystery. So it's kind of like a meta fiction, and I guess L. Ron Hubbard plays a part in this too. Not writing it, thank God, but as far as a character in the book. So you have William Gibson, the mind behind The Shadow, and Lester Dent, the creator of Doc Savage, challenge each other to discover what is real and what is pulp. So yeah, it's a mystery that involves the writers of The Shadow and of Doc Savage. And I heard about this, and I found it in like mint condition practically. I think those are all fake, but there's like fake damage on it. But I couldn't pass it up. It sounded just too cool to pass up, so I grabbed that used. Now, I have a friend of the channel, Paul, also his name is, who lives a couple 100 miles away in New York, and he comes this way every once in a while. And when he does, he occasionally drops some things off for me. And he dropped me off a bag of presents. And they're not books, but I kind of wanted to share because one of them is book related, and it's really cool. And he just kind of likes to, every once in a while, give me some very, very cool stuff, and I'm not going to complain. And thank you, Paul, because there's some really cool stuff in here. First off, Star Wars droid bag. My wife will probably end up with this because she's a huge R2-D2 fan. But yeah, it's just a tote bag, but it's very cool. I'm gonna save this one for last. So, a little dragon toy to add to my shelf of dragons, dragon stuff that's randomly around here. He got me a Spider-Man jersey. Hopefully you can see that. Because I am a Marvel fan. And he knows that. Spider-Man, Daredevil, Moon Knight, my favorites. So yeah, that's cool. Always gets me a thing of Pop Rocks. Gotta love Pop Rocks. Some Avengers puffy stickers. Some lightsaber pens. An Avengers plastic cup. Reusable cup, obviously. A Spider-Man lunchbox. This is going to go up on the shelf too. This is very cool. I am a Spider-Man fan, always have been. It's where I started reading. Spider-Man was probably everywhere I started reading. I haven't even opened up the inside yet. Oh, I didn't even realize there's more stuff in here. He packed it with stuff and I didn't even look until now. Venom socks. Spider-Man socks. Wolverine socks. Deadpool socks. I didn't even look until just now. Hulk socks. And Iron Man socks. So yeah, a whole lunchbox. Spider-Man lunchbox full of Marvel socks. Very cool. Oh God, he's crazy. But this is the maybe as book people, this is what's really gonna get you. He got me. He travels around and collects autographs and such from different people. He goes to different events, and gets autographs. This is a framed autographed picture of Richard Matheson. See the autograph down here. The writer that inspired Stephen King, writer of Hell House and The Shrinking Man and I Am Legend, The Night Strangler, Duel. He wrote Twilight Zone episodes, Stir of Echoes. He wrote Jaws 3D. It's an autographed picture of Richard Matheson. So I was like absolutely blown away. So Paul, thank you. You, as usual, you outdid yourself, and I appreciate this more than I can ever know. I cannot tell you how much it means, whether it be an author sending me his book or getting a gift from somebody who's on the channel with me, or part of the pack. It's just overwhelming to me that somebody would do this, and receiving these things is part of what made me want to start shooting videos again. To remember that there are people out there who care, who think I matter, and this kind of appreciation, I can't even put it in the words. I mean, it's just absolutely insane that people care enough, that people think of you this way, that that people go out of their way to do things for you, a face on the screen like that. And I want to know, I appreciate it to the bottom of my heart. So thank you so much. Thank you, Paul, for sending me this. Thank you, Stefan, for sending me your books. Thank you, Brian, for sending me that book. I cannot tell you how much it means to me. To somebody like me, is that people are thinking of me, and I appreciate it. It means the world, and it can really, really change my day, my month, my week, my year. Am I quoting Friends song? Anyway, thank you so much, all of you, and I appreciate you being here. Like I said, this was another video to try and to motivate myself to keep making videos, to keep working, because I stepped away for so long. In my mind, so long. It was like less than 2 weeks, but I had been making so many videos that 2 weeks felt like a lifetime. So I'm trying to motivate myself. So I made this to try and make another video, to 2 in a row, and get some momentum going. So I appreciate you being here. Please comment. Please subscribe if you haven't. I want to move forward and be able to make more videos that aren't just that are more, have more depth to them, and do get more reviews and stuff done. But thank you so much if you are here. Appreciate you. And remember, the secret to Zen: read books, pet dogs, listen to metal. And thank you, and I'll see you guys soon, hopefully.